When her eyes open, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Hi. What's up? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. If you are new around here, consider subscribing for more content like this. And help me on my journey, our journey to 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. Alright, for now though, last time we left off, we got called out to another body. And so we are going to take a cab to the South Seattle docks. I think they're calling it the, Is it literally just the Ripper? A serial killer, anyways. Harvesting body parts. South Seattle docks. Literally the Ripper, yeah. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with the latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken-down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transport Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gates. Alright. Interesting so far. Anything back towards the entrance? Cover that really quick. Maybe off to the side there. Nope. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Can't talk to anyone. Ooh, we can talk to you, streetwalker. Anything else over here? Well, that looks like it should be something. Apparently not, though. And this glowy bit, nothing? No? Alright, let's go talk to the streetwalker. A respectable profession. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Helpful. Can I just kind of waltz in? No, that looks like a guard. Halt! Lone Star Guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey! You're about to trespass on corporate property. Are you looking to get dusted, street scum? Good old etiquette security. Officer Aguirre called me and needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Oh, of course. I'll open the gate. Aguirre is just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Kinda looks like a mech, not gonna lie. Ooh, karma. Can we spend anything on that? What are we even saving up for at the moment? I think decking, probably? Charisma would be nice. Was that new etiquette? New etiquette. Maximum for trolls. Rip. Could get into chi casting later, but for now... yeah, let's boost our intelligence. Cool. Actually, can I talk to you more? Get out of here! Yeah, okay, whatever. That's clearly where we need to go. Definitely gonna have a look around outside first. Ooh, we can go back here. Come on, give me some juicy loot. A clue, loot. One of the two. Ooh, a helicopter. And loot, baby! That's why you look! What'd we get? Ooh, a phosphorus grenade. And a Fischetti concussion grenade. Ooh. 1 AP. Yeah, we'll send that to stash. We don't need to be non-lethal right now. Anything else? I mean, I'm happy with that, but I will always take anything else. Nice little groove to this song. Did he close the gate? He did not close the gate. I can enter and exit as I please. Instead, we will go where we need to now. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Hey, that rhymed. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems the case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. There's a Gweer. So that's probably McCluskey. I'm just gonna ignore you for the moment. Might have to do some hacking to get in there. Busy right now. Oh, hey, it's Dresden. Hi, Dresden! I love you somewhat for your character, which is fun, but mainly for your namesake. Because it amuses me immensely. I'm very easily amused, you see. You don't need to go right now? Lies. The old poster to fix a svelte young woman with an assault rifle, I think it said. Svelte. It's probably slender. You can kind of make out some details. That's kind of cool, actually, that you can zoom in and see that level of detail. Okay, we can't access any of that right now. Alright, let's pop a save real quick. This guy. I'm gonna go talk to a Gweer. No, talk to a Gweer, thank you. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days, fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. It turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. And the victim worked at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. I don't even know what voice I gave him originally. I think it was Gruffer, but that's all good. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Cool. Investigate the murder scene. So we've got two people we can talk to there. We've got keys to get into there, but not in there, interestingly enough. Let's talk to the peeps. Shadows. Surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did, at any rate. Anyway, surprise! We've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Business is good for Dalmorg these days. So what's the story with this one? You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? He'll tell us. Let's continue to be witty. Yes, indeed. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death? Unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Just said he doesn't have an idea. Nice hole where his chest was not quite how I'd want to go out. So it was on the butcher's shopping list. Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Classy getting any closer to this. I think I can ask all these. We'll start with the trophy. Sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs, I think the chick's eyes. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there were massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that. A coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other 2. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Ask about McCluskey. McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. Officer Aguirre doing on the case seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective's shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Who's that woman? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. Good luck out there. I think it'll behoove us to look around before we talk to her, but it also might just be good to talk to her first. I feel like if I'm remembering correctly, there's danger in here. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell. Not among the living, anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This victim contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Yeah, let's try and get a bit of funds. Oh, that wasn't quite what that meant, but that's fine. Find 2 haunted objects. Alright, well, first, I'm going to go over here and we are going to save. I'm not mid-action. Calm down. Oh, this is the key to the office, and that's the haunted area. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Toothbrush and a comb. Blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Pocket the comb. Okay. Her brother's comb is haunted. What's the computer say? Case file 95, 96, 98. Case file 95. Federated Boeing jetliner. Corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m., the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m., the co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m., the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Wonder if the pilot was killed. 96. Case file number 96, Pratt & Whitney unmanned. Corporate owner Ares. Redacted. 98. File has been corrupted. Okay, private notes. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB. Case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. Download the researchers. Ooh, maybe we can sell that later. Okay, so that's that. I could go talk to Aguirre, but that seems like a stupid idea to do just yet. Instead, we're gonna check out this section. The hangar, I assume? What's this? There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane's seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Let's dig through. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Dress shoe? It's a black lace with a rubber sole up. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand. It's otherwise unremarkable. The sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a sort of shock, as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. So we have a shoe and a comb. Can we find one more? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Trash digging! A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. Gross. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. The earring is made out of burnished steel, forming into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. Yeah, we probably don't want to use that one. Dented lunchbox. Tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. And muns? Yay, 200 muns! Walk away. Okay, so it seems like the further areas are locked to us for now. There's definitely stuff in there. There's also this area over here. Can we go in here? We cannot, in fact, go in there. Not yet, anyway. Probably when she tries summoning a spirit, things might go a little weird. Alright, well, definitely pop a save. We're not mid-action. Donkashe. Now, I don't know if we want to talk to a queer or her yet. We're going to try him, what we can load. I'm hoping to maximize karma and stuff. What? What? This was a corp hit. Why'd they leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information's probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. That it? Oh, okay. But that is a really good point to bring up. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yeah, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Hi. What's up? Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out! Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Oof. I think we might come back to this place later, that's why I remember danger. You let that lady into a crime scene again, I'm calling in internal affairs. Internal affairs? I'm sure they'd love to talk to you. Interesting little exchange, I'm glad we caught that. Wait, McCluskey's still over there, though. So who is he talking to? Ooh, we got 5 karma, though. Pop a save and talk to Shannon. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Come back later, coast is clear. Rented cops like these won't hide the place for long. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? If it means brother's killer doesn't take another life, as long as you can deliver it, make it worth my while. Maybe a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Don't worry, I always follow through. I know we're talking about results there, but I kind of want some money, bro. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. I like that. Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside a leather pouch. It was 4,000, by the way. Counts it out, then shoves a whole wad at me. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. I don't know what kind of voice I'm doing for her. It's, shifting. As you start to leave the warehouse, your calming chirps in the face of Coyote pops on the screen. I don't even remember what it gave her. Hoy, Shadow. You in the middle of something. Oh, wow. Come on, man. That was not her. Getting jerked around by Lone Star, same old thing. Kind of busy. Jerked around. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. Guessing you have a new lead? It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. You know the deal, Coyote. I work, I get paid. Face falls. I got nothing, woman. Call it a favor? Ugh, fine. Sure, maybe there's a way for me to come out ahead anyway. Thanks. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Probably should have just said yes from the start, but that's fine. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether this action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building. Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Definitely think we're going to need a touch more charisma for whatever's coming up. Thanks for meeting us, Shadow. I owe you one. No sweat. Figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen. I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? Well, one of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Alright, we're definitely going to do another little... Actually, before we do that, let's spend this karma. Can we get our charisma up? Charisma. There it is. Yeah, baby. 5. And we will pop a save. Gotta save often. Alright. Alright. Nothing to examine out here. Just talk to this fella. Ask him how the day's going. BTL Clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looking past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi, hoi! How you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in and whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You want to go for a ride? Go on a ride? What kind of rides can I go on? Oh, we got it all of it. We got it all, yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale, Drek, Chumma's love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's a real thing, right? Slagging and fragging. Doesn't matter what the trip is as long as there's slagging involved, right? Coyote's eyes are hard. Her pupils tight little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? Clocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe. For the right price, you can feel it. What it's like to die. What it's like to kill. Gotta be careful about what you ask. Well, ask how I can get in. That's the best part. That's the best part. It's a lab. They test the new stuff here. The hardest trick. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. You buy a pass card from the guy at the door. It'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a beetle and slot right there. Our guys guard you while you're chipping. Safest way, chumma, safest way. Sell BTLs. Grin's a lopsided grin. I'm hesitant to ask that one, even though I do want to say it. Whatever, we saved him. We can always skip through the dialogue. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah, better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips, mind bender. Sim stem. Sim sense without peak limits. High octane intensity. His eyes stop rolling. He's focused, on high alert. Yeah, that was a bad one to ask. You want to step back off of that? You want to step way the hell back? This is sprawl-based, chumma. It's the biz of the people, and by the people. It's for the fragging people, so slow it off with that unless you're looking to get hurt. Alright then. Alright, good. Go on in and see my boy, Charlie. He'll set you up the pass card. You see Charlie. Charlie. Alright. The sinless are free. Ancients always watching. That's Charlie. I saw someone over here, yeah? Concerned woman. This woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that Drek they're selling. BTL are killers. Theirs most of all. You sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you. No implant. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I do. I know. Lost my husband. Lost my son. My daughter. They use her to record. Tears stream down her face. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Like the little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out, so I imagine he's riding a dream chip. What kind of guards do they have on this place? She looks around, frightened, whispers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Japanese mafia. Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. Coyote, she's amped, ready. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We had a surprise on our side. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has. My son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. Any chip heads inside the lab? Yep, all day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Chip heads? Dangerous? Once someone's chipped, they can send them any programs they want, make them do whatever. Turn them into whores, killers, anything. Gotta go. Alright, well that's good to know. Can we just pass by Charlie and continue down the hall? Not sure, but you know what I do think? I think that it's probably for next episode. So thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you all next time as we delve into this BTL hive of scum and villainy in Shadowrun Returns. Later.